Exoskeleton Suit. An exoskeleton suit is a powered outer suit of armor that offers improved capabilities and protection. Russia tested the Ratnik 3 prototype in 2018. To boost the soldier's strength and endurance, the suit is constructed using a titanium structure. It can only function for brief periods of time because it doesn't have a lot of energy storage. Just look at Iron Man to see how often the concept has been addressed in fiction, in a variety of ways. An exoskeleton suit already exists, but it will take some time to create anything as high-tech and spectacular as Tony Stark's gear. Seeking bullets. Exacto is a type of ammunition developed by DARPA, the research unit of the U.S. Department of Defense. Along with being precise to a terrifying degree and having the capacity to reverse direction midway in response to opponent movement, it can also zero in on a hard-to-hit, dug-in target. They are also actively working to create an auto-aiming gun that employs computing and sophisticated algorithms to only fire when the shot should strike, removing the need for the shooter to make judgment calls about visibility and wind conditions. Micro-drones. Military actions can be performed by drones at a safe distance. Despite their usefulness in combat, UAVs can't readily do various tasks. They would need to be reduced to nearly invisible levels, which is a concept that many science fiction writers have experimented with. The Pentagon revealed in January 2017 that it has tested 103 micro-drones with success. They have a strong sense of autonomy and can make decisions as a group. The Pentagon also has plans to one day be able to equip its micro-drones with advanced and lethal technology. Weaponizing AI. There are numerous ethical problems that a full-fledged killer robot insurrection raises. How can we ensure that self-learning, autonomous weaponry can distinguish between combatants and civilians? The threat of prison is not a very effective deterrent. Israel's Harop munition system can self-destruct if it can lock onto what it perceives as a target, like enemy combatants or anti-aircraft missile systems. Germany also possesses fully automated missile defense systems that can neutralize hostile missiles without the need for human involvement. Seeing through walls. Recent innovations have demonstrated that it is already possible to look through walls. Today's conflicts are typically urban in form, in part because of guerrilla warfare and non-state entities. Additionally, it becomes harder to evade ambushes and booby traps as a result. MIT researchers have created a system that has an accuracy of 83% for seeing through walls. Wi-Fi routers allowed researchers to accomplish the same thing in 2017. The system makes real-time predictions about what is on the other side of a wall using artificial intelligence. Hypersonic Missiles. The speed of sound is far less than that of light. Even while much of it is military technology, such as aircraft and missiles, and is also quite expensive to construct, we have a lot of stuff that can break the sound barrier like it's nothing. However, hypersonic speed, which is far more difficult to attain and is at least 5 times as fast as sound, is not the same. The United States has made developing hypersonic weapons a primary goal. It will be intriguing to watch what China develops given that it appears to have gained the lead in this arms race. Invisibility Cloak. Not only would it be useful for the military, but many of us might utilize the capacity to disappear at any time in many of our daily contacts. In reality, since 2012, we've had at least one invisibility cloak. The Hyperstealth Biotechnology Corporation in Canada has developed a material that may render you invisible. Because of its passive nature, it doesn't display your backdrop on any sort of screen. It may soon be used in war after the US military expressed interest in buying it. Electromagnetic Pulse EMP. Any army with access to such a weapon would be at a distinct advantage in a conflict since even one functional weapon system is preferable to thousands of inoperable ones. In science fiction, the concept of a super weapon that might possibly unleash an electromagnetic pulse has long been present. During a test in Utah, the Counter-Electronics High-Powered Microwave Advanced Missile Project's weapon proved effective in aiming at and taking out the electronics of 7 different structures. The Counter-Electronics High-Powered Microwave Advanced Missile Project is responsible for its development. Mind-controlled weapons. In one experiment, neuroscientists created the BrainNet, a device that allowed 2 monkeys to operate a digital limb only with their minds. Although it has non-combat uses, such as helping persons with impairments or brain damage with daily activities, it might potentially be utilized for military operations. We may soon witness the employment of mind-controlled weapons that are currently being developed by the U.S. Department of Defense. Imagine being able to fly a fighter jet or giant death robot with your mind. Freeze ray. In 2015, a team from the University of Washington created something comparable. It functions by freezing a liquid using a laser. This was the first time we had done it with a liquid. We already had the technology to do this to solids in a vacuum. Future applications for this kind of technology go well beyond the ability to freeze over combinants. The ability to freeze and slow down the division of living cells with this technology may help us better grasp the mechanisms underlying aging and cancer.